It's a competition clinching shot. Whoa! How about that?
The LET Golf Podcast, the official podcast of the Ladies European Tour.
From Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, week 2 of the season, and joining us is the champ from week 1, Singapore's Shannon Tan, who made history last week at the magical Kenya Ladies Open. Shannon, what a week it's been. How are you feeling?
Thanks. It definitely does feel great winning last week, but I feel like now I just feel kind of normal.
Yeah, it's crazy. It feels like you've now been on tour forever. You've only been here 1 week and you're already a winner. It's like you're part of the furniture. But yeah, just talk us through the week. I mean, obviously your first event on the LET as a professional. We know you played in Singapore in the amateur event, but your pro debut on the LET. Coming into the week, how were the emotions and how did that change as the event played out?
I was like, this week just stick to game plan, just play boring golf, do your best, control whatever you can, and that's all I kind of looked at doing last week.
Yeah, but 19 years old, did you come into it being I could win this, or I could, would you just have been happy to make the cut? How was it?
I think winning would definitely be great, but I wasn't really focusing on winning. I was just focusing on just playing my best, because I was like, I can't really control how everyone else plays. If someone shoots the round of their life, I can't control it, or I can't control the win factors and stuff, because it's I just can't control it. So I was like, if I just do my best and then that's all I can control, if I do my best I'll be happy with it. So yeah.
Did you get nervous at all? We see so many players, especially rookies, if they're in contention. And Nicola, we see it all the time. Obviously, which is understandable, but you'd think, we were looking at the leaderboard and we thought, oh, maybe she might fall off, might get nervous, and it seemed like you were just cool and controlled the whole 4 days. But was that the case? Did the nerves get worse, or how was it?
I don't think I got nervous at all.
Must be nice, huh?
I think I was just focused. I wouldn't say nervous. I'll just say focused, or just concentrated, kind of, or I just took each shot how I take every other shot. So
yeah, because you never really had a wobble, I don't think, throughout the whole week, and
not really. No,
it wasn't really. It was just fairway. What was it? So you said. So come on, talk us through this boring golf, because we know we saw it firsthand in Kenya. It's fairways green.
Okay, except round 1.
Yeah. But
I had,
so
my
is that
game.
how you like to play, or because you're not that? I mean, because when you hit it on the tee, and if you haven't seen Shannon swing yet, get on the LET socials and have a look, because she absolutely rips it off the tee. But I wouldn't say, maybe if you play boring golf, as you call it, you're not necessarily aggressive. So how is your approach to golf?
Just try find the fairway and try find the green. That's it.
You're making it sound so easy. It's crazy. So, Nicola, you're obviously there with me in Kenya. I mean, what did you make of young Shannon's performance?
To be honest, you've made me look very good, because in last week's podcast...
Yes. Here we go. It took 2 minutes for you to...
I actually listened to it, so...
I was asked by the commentators who might be Rookie of the Year. I said Shannon, and 7 days later she's won the first
that was
LET event of the year.
Quite the prediction.
Don't worry, guys, I only get predictions right about twice a year, so... I've got the first one out of the way.
Yeah, that was good going.
But yeah, no, it was just more... Obviously, I saw you in the pre-qualifier at Q-School, as well as the final qualifier at Q-School, and just saw how solid you were as a player. And as you say this boring golf, and then I realised actually how many fairways and greens you do hit. And last week particularly, the difference was, even as you said to me in round 1 you had your D game.
Yeah, it was bad.
Bad. Because you only hit 12, right?
Yeah.
Fairways?
12
fairways.
No, 13 greens and then 11 fairways, something like
right. Whereas I spoke to a couple of players who had way worse first days, and they hit 3 fairways compared to... So the difference between someone having a bad day and only hitting 11 compared to the rest of the field when they're over par and they're hitting 3 or 4, that's... I think that was the main difference. But yeah, as George said, you didn't seem to get nervous.
No.
And also the cameras as well. Sometimes rookies see the cameras, they freeze, they go, oh my gosh, they're following me, that means I'm doing well, whereas you didn't do that.
But it was you didn't even know the cameras were on you, is that sort of right? You just...
just hit the shot.
Yeah.
No. That's it.
making it sound so easy. Like, listen to this and be like, but no, let's. Well, we'll stay with the event for now. But like, how's it been? We spoke just after about all the messages you were getting while we were waiting for the presentation on your phone.
I was going to say, I had her phone for a few minutes while she was doing her speech, and I've never seen so many notifications
has that stopped
come
now?
through.
How's it been the past week? And
I'm still getting notifications.
How many messages do you think you've had on that phone?
It's too many, like
Hundreds?
200, 300.
Wow. That's...
Like, a lot.
Yeah. And you're still going through replying to them?
If I'm free, yeah, I will.
If
Yeah,
I'm free.
I've been kind of busy though, like traveling, practice type of thing. So
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that traveling in a minute. But and I mean, just how's it been? Like I say, you made history. You were the first player from Singapore as a full member to tee up on the LETs. You already made history, and we'd already made a point of saying that you were a history maker in your own right for doing that. And then you go on and win, and you become the first winner on the LET, first female winner on a major golf tour, as it was highlighted on TV. So, what's it been like, the reception from Singapore? Like, because it seemed we've been getting requests from Singapore. You just type your name into Google, and there's loads of articles already about the significance of the win. Like, how's it been?
I think there's been a lot of attention, and like probably a lot of people watching the live on YouTube and stuff like that. And I think it's kind of a good thing, because then I kind of want golf to be like a bigger sport back in Singapore, because right now it's not really like one of the bigger sports. And it'd be good to see like one of the sports you love kind of just grow and get bigger in like your home country.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good. Well, I mean, I was doing the live stream from YouTube, and actually just got the stats today, and we had 29% of our audience was from Singapore on the final day. So it's broadcast obviously all around the world, and we had that many people tuning in just to watch you win. So, like, that must have been. And so we'll get to your college days in a minute, but you had I saw your college team were watching it on the phone. Yeah. How's it been? Were they like messaging you straight away?
Yeah, like right after my coach messaged me, teammates messaged me, so they were all following.
Yeah. Nice. Well, should we go back to the beginning? She's only 19, Shannon. But so, well, actually, no, let's go to Q-School, because obviously you teed up at Q-School. You still how long were into college were you?
A year and a half.
Year and a half out. Where were you at?
Texas Tech.
Okay, so you've decided to come to Q. Just tell us about the whole decision to come to Q-School, and then like talk us through it, because obviously then you got your card and you had another big decision to make. So just tell us about Q-School.
I guess I kind of went for like the experience, or like to see how I fare against the other players, and then I kind of won pre-qualifier that I kind of tied. So I guess I did well then, and I finished like tied 8 at final stage, and I was like, maybe I might be ready for this, kind of. And I spoke to my coach about it, and she just supported my decision, so that's basically how it went. Yeah.
And she just got better and better, didn't she, out there? I mean, I actually didn't see too much of you at the beginning of the Q-School. You were telling me there's a Singapore player who's like really good. I was like, okay.
But yeah, because you did the same thing in pre-Q that you did in FQ. Like, you just crept up the leaderboard continually, like throughout the week. And so that's the thing, I pre-warned George. I was like, oh, there's a player from Singapore, she won, blah, blah, blah. And then like the first 2 days you won in the top 20. I'm like, she's just there, she's there. She'll climb at some point. And then you did.
You had a good, what was it, like the
third? Short 5 under, 4 under, 5 under. Really bad fourth round, like completely lost it. And then 4 under last round.
Yeah, exactly. But like the consistency.
Because final Q was 2 very different courses, so if you weren't like...
If you were on not the wrong side of the draw, but because obviously one player shot 11 under on the first day on one course, it meant that the leaderboard was a little skewed. So it wasn't until the end of the second day that kind of, once the scores had levelled out, that obviously you were 9 under total. Yeah. And then it was a bit more like, okay, there you are. And then, you were one of the people to watch. Yeah. But like, how was Q-School generally for you? Because as an experience, obviously it's a long 2 weeks, and you were there for the full 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like 13 days of golf in a row, like 2 practice rounds for pre-qualifier, 3 actual rounds, and then 3 practice rounds for final stage, and then 5 actual rounds. So that's like a lot of golf, But I think that week I was kind of like just focused on like recovery and like getting ready for the next day, because 13 days of golf in a row is not easy. But yeah.
But how was it, obviously going, never been to Morocco before?
No, that was my first time,
Still a teenager, going away, like how, is there anyone that like helped you with the experience when you were there? Or was there anyone that, like any of the other like Q-School players that helped you. How was that week? Because it must have been pretty like daunting and intimidating. You're traveling to this new country. You're trying to obviously get your cards. Like how was that?
I mean, I felt fine. Like,
She's so cool. What is this?
I mean, it's just going somewhere to play golf. So
Yeah.
I guess it was fine.
Just fun.
Yeah.
Everything's just.
This is like the best and worst advert for like getting ready to cards. Just making it sound easy.
It's
So
like, this was easy. I play
I
boring
hit the
golf.
fairway.
I win.
I got my cards. Win my first event on tour. Now I'm in Saudi Arabia. $5 million event. It's all good. But obviously you get your card, and we know you then had a tough decision to make. So tell us about obviously talking with your family and then making the decision to turn pro. How difficult was that, and what were the steps that you took?
There were a lot of like factors to decide. Like one of it would be like leaving my team in college, and like that was kind of like a big factor. But like at the same time, I've got this like opportunity to play on the LED, so it's like I kind of want to take that up as well. So I mean, I spoke to my parents, coaches, and they were like, just do what you think is best for you. And I kind of think like playing on the LED would be a lot better in terms of like the experience and everything you get here. So I'm kind of glad I made that decision. So
yeah, I mean, definitely vindicated already with a win in your first event. Well, let's go back then, because I'm interested, and you mentioned it, about Singapore is not the biggest golfing country.
Yeah.
I used to live in Singapore, so this is why we had this connection. And I was actually saying to you how difficult it was for us when we were there to like get on the course or get play. I think there's about 13 golf courses there, aren't there? And most of them obviously private courses.
13, but one is shutting down this year.
One is shutting, so losing one. So 12.
Yeah, we already lost Capo, and we're gonna lose one more this year if I'm not wrong.
Oh no! Why are they losing a course? Just
like I think residential.
Okay, makes sense.
Most likely, yeah.
But so tell me then, with such a small country, not that many golf courses, how do you possibly get into golf, and how do you get so good at golf?
So my dad used to play golf, and he just brought me to the range. I kind of like hitting balls. Like, it just felt satisfying.
Yeah.
So I just kept playing golf, and then like playing on the course as well. And then I just like playing golf, to be honest. So that's basically how it all happened.
Yeah. You did play any other sports or?
I did running, like 800 meter.
Ah, nice.
But I mean, I'm not good at running now, but
Yeah.
I was when I was a kid. But I prefer golfing than running. So
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
That's
so I like doing both.
George is like, I prefer running.
No, I prefer golf, but I'm rubbish at golf, and then
He's good at running.
good at running. I was like, if I could do some sort of switch, but that's awesome then. So then, what age did it get like serious? Would you say for you?
probably when I was 8, I started watching like events like on TV and live, and I was like, I kind of want to be up there. So that's kind of where like the whole thing started. Like I was just more driven, kind of.
Yeah.
And then when I got to like I think 13, 14, I started playing more like international events, and then just getting more experience. So that's
Oh, I mean, that was only like 5 years ago.
I was about to say, she said when you were 8, so you're 19 now. 11 years. It was like 2013.
2013, 2012. Brilliant.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that really
So
was-
when you were watching on TV, who did you like to watch on TV? Like, who was it that you were looking up to?
Lots of like Stacey Lewis, Paula Creamer, and then a bit after was like Lydia Ko and like Michelle Wee. Yeah.
Good. You know what? I think she's the first person on this podcast who's gone all
Who's gone
females.
Full female.
Usually
Normally you
it's
get a
Tiger or Rory, which is fine. We know
I don't know, I
that.
kind of prefer like watching females.
I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what is it like about someone like Lydia Ko that you admire?
Just how well she plays.
Yeah, she's pretty solid as well.
I
To
mean,
be fair,
I would say she's kind of boring when it comes to golf.
that's what I mean. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see the similarities. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Ah, nice.
And then, what was the first international competition that you did? So, what was the first place that you were able to, outside of Singapore, that you played golf?
Maybe Malaysia. It's just beside Singapore.
Yeah.
But I
Just a little
just
trip.
like a little drive. Yeah. I think it's, if I'm not wrong, it's Malaysia. It has to be, but
Yeah.
so long ago I can't remember.
So long
So
ago.
long ago. But last year you had obviously a big win already, didn't you? You won the Singapore, was it the Singapore Ladies Masters
Yeah.
as an amateur?
Yep.
So you were the top place, you were the winner, the top place Singaporean, and the top place amateur.
Yep.
Won them all. How was that for you? And like again, did you go thinking you were going to win, or what was that tournament like?
It was like kind of home ground for me, so I guess I had kind of like an advantage, and I kind of knew like I kind of thought like if I just know where to hit and stuff that whole week, I'd probably win. But I mean, when you got
Love
home course
this.
advantage, it's like I don't know,
Yeah.
it kind of helps. But yeah,
Well, I guess you are now the top. You're the top player in Singapore, obviously. So going in with that attitude is
Fair.
justified. Yeah, to be honest. Yeah, but you studied at Texas
Tech.
Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Tell us about that process. Did you have like loads of like offers from other colleges? Why did you end up picking Texas?
So it was like COVID time when I was looking at colleges, so I couldn't visit. They couldn't visit me, and it was kind of like a really awkward period for recruiting, because you just can't visit and like you got no idea what to expect. So like, but like at that point, Texas Tech was like ranked I think low 20s, so they're pretty good, and like they're not too good at like academics, which is kind of what I want, because I'm not really book smart.
Okay.
And I'm more really focused to golf, so I'm like, yeah, I want to go there and just golf, not get too caught up in like school. So that was like probably the best option I had.
Yeah. And so you go there. And what was it like? First impressions, everything. I guess is like everything's bigger in Texas, obviously. So, but the colleges there are crazy, and the college sports, right? That's big, like
Yeah.
football school. So
Yeah.
how was that?
I would say like everything needed was there, like facilities, like a really big gym and nutrition stuff. And like where I stayed at, like the dorms is like about a 5-minute drive from the golf course, so that's really convenient. And you can just like go to the course whenever you want to. It's like not crowded, and just like show up, be like, I want to play right now, and they just let you on. So it's convenient.
It's a dream right there.
Yeah.
Nice. Nicola, have you?
So what was it in terms of like, did you watch any other sports when you were there, or you were like fully focused on golf?
Also football's really big there, but I don't really watch football. Like it's just 4 hours of
A lot of stop start.
Yeah.
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 No,
But I kind of prefer watching like volleyball and like basketball, where it's like just faster moving.
Yeah.
Or it's like more intense kind of. So I kind of watch those two sports in college, but
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. And then, are there any friends that you made, obviously, whilst you were at college that, well, you said they're all watching you the other day and calling you
Yeah.
afterwards. So, what was it like making friendships and kind of going there? Did you meet new people?
so I'm actually kind of like an introvert to start with, but they were all like welcoming, and like they got me to open up, and like, so that was great, kind of having them like kind of like getting me to open up and like be myself. Because it's like, I guess it's great to be yourself around people you see every day. So that was one thing I was glad with. Yep.
Yeah. And here we are now after your win in Saudi Arabia. One of the biggest events on the LET schedule, huge purse. How's it been this past week? You say a lot of travelling. I know you had like a cancelled flight. What's the past few days been like for you since the win?
Yeah, so I had to cancel a flight and then rebook on a different flight. It's like, I guess before turning pro, I was like, I was expecting just to play golf, but now I've got other things to deal with, like flights, accommodations, visas, other stuff that I didn't really think about. But now it's like, welcome to the real world kind of things, like, kind of different. Because I guess like in college, it's like they really do your schedule and book stuff for you, just show up and golf. But now it's like you got other stuff to kind of deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. But we've got you here now on tour. You're a one-time winner from one event, which again is just badness. But what's like the plan? I know we spoke about it. You want to play a whole season on the LET, right?
Yep.
So what's the plan for the year? As simple as that. Or?
Yeah, just play every event and then just do my best at every
But
event.
you're gonna play? Have you worked out like I'm gonna play this many events, or are you just gonna just?
Well, so like before I won, I was kind of seeing what events I could get into and what events I couldn't get into. But now it's like my categories moved up, so I'm like I can get into almost everything. So it makes planning a lot easier now. But I'll probably play everything that I can get into. So it's like
Yeah.
Yep.
We obviously got an exciting year. We're off to South Africa, Australia.
Yep.
You're gonna play. What is it? Plan to play all those?
yeah, I'll probably play
Yeah.
all of it. Yeah.
Just win them all. 100% record so far. But it's a big week this week, as I said, for a $5 million purse. Solheim Cup stars in the field, some of the major winners in the field. How's it been like so far? Right, rubbing shoulders with some of the best golfers in the world. Some of the golfers you said you must have been watching as you were growing up. Not that long ago. So how's that been so far? Have you met anyone yet this week? Have you been like, wow?
I was on the putting green yesterday. I saw like Georgia Hall like 5 yards away from me. I was so starstruck because I've always looked up to her. She's like really mellow and like she's not emotional, but like she doesn't really get like emotional. So like I kind of look up to like her attitude and like what she does. So I was just really starstruck when I saw her yesterday, but too scared to make eye contact. So.
I was going to say,
did you say hello?
No, I was so scared. Like I just looked away.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I was so starstruck.
Wow, that's amazing.
We can try and do that for you.
Yeah. No, that is awesome. And have you had many other players this week coming up to you and congratulating you on the win? What's it been like?
A lot of people have said congrats and yeah.
Nice, that is pretty surreal.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, how are you feeling now going into this week with the games? Obviously, must be feeling as like, well, you just won, so the game must feel like perfect. But how are you feeling? Like confident going into this week? A little bit nervous. How are the emotions now?
Oh, to be honest, I just feel it's like just
It's
a
exciting,
new, just
yeah.
like it's a new week, but like the same stuff that I'll do. So it just feels like a normal week.
It's a normal week,
Yeah.
Until you get drawn with Georgia Hall in round 3.
Oh, I'd be so starstruck that happened, but
Then it would all change. As this ice cool Shannon would suddenly.
Ice Cool Shannon suddenly asking for photos and like doing everything.
Yeah. Who would be like your dream pairing? You reckon? Like
Georgia Hall.
Just Georgia Hall, yeah. She's your favourite player.
Yeah.
Okay, we definitely got to try and get Georgia to meet Shannon this week.
Sure.
Wow,
Are you
that's
on the
amazing.
same half of the draw?
Yeah.
No, she's in the morning.
Oh, we'll
Okay.
have to wait. Make the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we'll reassess.
Wow. Yeah, that is awesome. And like having won now, I know you did like a TV interview earlier. They might have asked you about like goals for the rest of the year. Like, has it changed? Have you now, like, you've proven that you can beat the best on the LET? So are you thinking, oh, I want to get another win, or are you just like, no, just keep, just.
I mean, it would be great to get as many wins as possible, but
Okay.
I feel like it's kind of like you want to win, but you can't control how someone else plays. But even if I play my best, one can also play their best, and their best can be better than mine. So I can't really do anything about it, but all I can do is just try and do my best and then improve each week. Yep.
But in terms of those goals, obviously now you've got that win, you've got some points on the Order of Merit and
She's top.
those things I was going to say. But like, obviously we know that getting into the majors in the summer comes through the Order of Merit or being a winner. So you've ticked one of those boxes, and so you're going to play a major most likely. So like, how does that feel to potentially be able to, look at that summer section where sometimes players obviously can't play because of the co-sanctioned events? Obviously we have a reduced amount of LET players because we have them with the LPGA, but you're already up there on the ranking, so it's most likely that you will be playing in those. Like, how does that feel to be able to do that?
I would say great. Like, it feels great, and like I saw my coach before coming here, so he coaches Hannah Green and Minji Lee. So he's like, they're playing a major, so you better make it to one of the majors. I'm like, yep, I'll try my best, but yeah.
Oh wow! And especially that is and the special one with the Open this year being at St Andrews.
Yeah, of course.
Have you been to Scotland before? You played links golf?
I've played St Andrews, but the Eden course in hole 17, 18 of the old course. So I was like in the Junior Open 2018.
Okay.
So that's the only time I've been to Scotland.
Yeah, so that'll obviously be a special one. That must obviously is on your radar, and
yeah,
the chance should be there now.
Yeah.
So
Once we know the criteria, then you'll
yes,
know.
there we go. Wow, that's and another thing actually, which is we were here
we were
today
working it out.
doing Olympic. We were doing a series of Olympic features today, speaking to players from certain countries that can qualify for the Olympics, and then we thought, actually, Shannon could probably have a good chance now of potentially moving up the rankings and playing for Singapore in the Olympics. Is that something you've even thought about, or is that like a dream of yours? Like, I guess it's only been a few days, so you haven't had much time to think about anything, but like, tell us about that maybe.
I mean, no Singaporean golfer has ever played in the Olympics, so it'll be nice to be the first one. I think I'm ranked like 227 now, so
Generally, so the last Olympics
Like
it
high
was kind of
200s.
top 300
Yeah.
who would get in, and obviously with that win, I'm actually checking out. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what we were saying. Like, if you obviously continue that,
Yeah.
it is
There's
likely.
a chance here.
Yeah,
Oh, that would be
you will
awesome.
I
play.
think I've got like 4 more months, 3 months.
Yeah, so end of June.
So it is on your radar. She hasn't.
She hasn't.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, and like this year, the Olympics at the Golf National, the Ryder Cup course. That'd be very special. Yeah. So
Yep.
exciting times ahead. And obviously, what about just general? Like, I know it's sometimes boring, but like career goals. Have you set yourself like a target, or we speak to players, they want to, they want to get to the LPGA, they want to win majors, they want to be number one. Like, where do you?
I think I'm more of like a small goal kind of person. Like, I really struggle figuring out big goals, or like if I feel like small goals help me work a lot better and get less distracted instead of like a big goal where like I get really distracted with like a big picture that's not really inside, or it's like I feel like with small goals it's like a lot easier to work with for me personally.
I guess it's just like your philosophy on the course, isn't it? Like one shot at a time.
Yeah. Just like small baby steps.
Yeah. Oh, that is good. No, we enjoyed watching you on Sunday, and it was quite a duel in the end, wasn't it, with Alessandra? Because you played with her Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yeah.
How was that playing alongside her? Do you think it helped you, like her sort of style, or what was it like? Because in the end, it was quite a battle. You're obviously both 5 shots ahead going into the final round.
Yeah,
So.
the round was kind of close. It's like I'd get a hit by 1, she'd get a hit by 1, and then I was hit by 2 after 13. She chipped in on 14.
Yeah.
So I was ahead of her by 1, and she made like a huge putt on 18.
Yeah, she made 2 long putts, didn't she, on Saturday?
She probably.
Yeah, I think 10 or 11, she made a really long one. Chipped in, then made that long one.
Yeah, might be hole 9.
Yeah, I think
maybe,
so.
Yeah.
It's before the live came on. They'd just shown it, and I was like, "Oh, the putt's hot for Alessandra today." But and it was crazy for you because you won the tournament by 4 shots, but you didn't have that many highlights. Like, it was crazy because, like you say, it's just that golf where that sort of style that you play.
Yeah.
It wasn't really like highlight reel shots, but I think it's just a testament to how you did play. Yeah, it was an awesome battle. Well, when was the point when you realised, I'm gonna win this? Or
There wasn't really a point where I realised it until like
to that hand?
maybe on the last hole on the green I kind of looked towards
Walking
my
up
right.
with the giraffes.
Yeah.
We got to get to that actually, haven't we? Like, you're in Kenya, first event. What an event it is! Like, we were there for Pingo Ridge. There's giraffes everywhere. There's zebras. How was that week for you?
It was different.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen like zebras and giraffes and stuff in real life.
Yeah.
So that was my first time seeing them up close. So that was different.
Yeah. Fun week.
Yep.
Absolutely. I think we spoke about it. Alessandra's putt on 11. That was sort of like the turning point, wasn't it? She just missed one on 9, I think, on the turn. You were maybe 3 shots ahead. And then the one on 11, it was like, how close was that on TV? It looked like it just dropped in.
It could actually just fall in like any second. That was like, yeah.
Because it's only 10-second rule, right?
10
You're allowed
second,
to wait.
I mean, like,
I feel like it would have dropped if you just waited like 10.
I feel like
I don't know.
it depends on how like, just depends if like the
Yeah.
wind blows or like, yeah.
But we knew like when that happened, it was like it's going to be Shannon's day today. So yeah, it's quite the win, wasn't it? Is it updated, right?
Yeah, we might need to get in contact with her.
Oh, what about it?
Yeah,
Change it.
She's not on.
Yeah, because it doesn't update. It hasn't updated. I don't
No,
know.
it's updated as of February 12th.
Oh, so Shannon's in at the minute.
She's not on the list. That's my point.
We got to get you in.
We'll edit
What
around.
what's like the cut off right now?
You're way in the cutoff. That's why I'm confused.
I'll update.
Okay.
It's only.
No. But like this is as of yesterday,
Ah.
and yeah, like there are, for example, so you're world number 227.
Yep.
So I just checked.
What was she before the win? Did it say?
439.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not.
Yeah, I thought it was like some.
Well, it's because you got obviously the ranking points, didn't you, from when you're an amateur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
That helps. Whereas some people obviously turn pro and then don't have any or have like fewer ranking points.
Yeah.
Whereas you actually had a few more.
I think I've played like maybe 5, 6 events maybe.
Yeah, that contribute to it.
Yep.
Yeah, so right now the last player in the Olympic field is 335.
Yeah. So you'd
But,
be in.
yeah, you should be in.
Yeah. better give our friends at the Olympics a call then.
Yeah, just to see what's going on there. But yeah, so right now.
Wow.
It goes down to
Then
335.
another thing this summer then that could be. And you never played in the major yet, have you? Not as an amateur.
No.
No. So it'd be your first, potentially Evian. Well.
Evian if you stay in high in the
Yeah.
order of merit, and then normally AIG is LET winners from this year. So take that, boys.
Wow. What exciting year ahead. And like who at the minute have you? Is there anyone you've like other than us, of course? Like, but who have you like befriended on tour? Anyone that you so far you maybe went to Q-School with that you've become friends with?
I would say Nicole Garcia.
Okay.
Like I played with her my first and second round, and she's she's really nice, and she honestly won't shut up. So
Yeah, because I didn't know, because you'd said to me earlier, I'm going to have a dinner with Nicole.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, which one is Nicole?
Well, he also asked me, he was like, does she mean you? And I went,
yeah. But that's really cool. And obviously Nicole's been on tour quite a while now,
Yeah.
so it's good someone to...
yeah, she's like really comical.
Yeah.
She's like a really comical person. So I was having lunch yesterday, and I just felt someone like just coming right behind me. She came right behind me, kissed me on the cheek. I was like, what?
Nice.
Like
Yeah,
I don't know, she just like, she does really stupid things, but it's like, she's a funny person.
Yeah. No, it's good, because we had Alexandra Forsything on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. She said as a rookie, you got to ask questions.
Yeah.
So is this something that you've been doing? And I guess someone like Nicole is helpful for that.
Yeah, and also like Mamoka. So I
Yeah.
played 2 events in Australia, and she played those as well, and then we flew in to Kenya together. So it was kind of nice traveling with someone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of asked her some questions as well, but
Nice. Any sound advice you've had? Yeah. Anything that stuck with you? Any rookie advice? No? You should be the one giving the advice now. So. just I guess just travel stuff, isn't it?
just travel stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say the fact that on Sunday we were waiting for the presentation and you were like asking everyone what their flights were to Saudi.
Yeah.
And then literally you're on the phone with your dad and just talking about flights rather than winning.
I was like, can you book a flight for me like now? And like sort out like my accommodation stuff and like
The visa and everything.
visa and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
Yeah, but we're here. We made it. So and obviously you played the practice round yesterday.
Yep, yesterday after I arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you making of the course so far in Saudi Arabia in general?
Oh, it's really different from last week. Like
Yes.
it's kind of, I would say there's like no trees, but it's not necessarily wide. It's like they kind of grew the rough out, so if you miss the fairway, it'd be like a lot tougher.
Yeah, they definitely grown it
Yeah.
out. Obviously, we were here in October when Alison Lee broke what seemed like every record
Yeah.
in our books. Nicola did the record books over Christmas. And
There were a lot that needed updating.
yeah, it's changed a lot. So they have obviously, and with it being such a big purse, they obviously changed it. So should be a fun week. I think a tough week, but yeah, big change from last week.
Yeah, I heard like the greens here this year are a lot firmer than last year, and like it's a lot longer than last year as well. So like you can't really go for par 5s in 2.
No, and is 18's like a drivable par 4, but is that playing like that this week? Or no?
There's 2 tee boxes,
Yeah,
so
okay,
like
so they
at the
might-
They
back
might
one.
move it back.
To try and entice last time on the final day. Yeah.
Yeah, just-
Well, everyone seems to be driving it, but no, that's cool. And what about you as a player? For those that don't know you, like what's the strongest part of your game? What besides being a boring golfer, like what like?
Strongest part maybe just accuracy. I've also heard like I'm a good putter, but
I'd say putting. Like watching
I-
you putt, you have that. Yeah, you know what the commentators they I think Sophie was saying that you'll have like Brooks Koepka. That's what she said in your mannerisms when you putt, which I thought was quite. And now I can sort of see it the way you sort of line it up. I don't know. I can't unsee it now. I think Sophie mentioned it in the commentary, and I was like, oh, yeah, I can see it. So that's quite a compliment. But yeah, I think your putting stroke. I think your putting is the best part of your game just from watching. Like it's just effortless and Wish I could putt like that. But
I'd also say it's probably your mental game, because as we said, like, you clearly don't get nervous at the cameras, and apart from in front of Georgia Hall, maybe. We've
yeah,
now
so you need
discovered
to
that.
arrange that.
Probably with Georgia. Oh, yeah.
But like, to have such a like strong resilience when you're just come out on tour.
Yeah, that's the mental.
Like
mental
people don't
game.
necessarily have that, so that's also a bonus.
And it's not something you probably should have coming straight out of, like, in your situation, 1 year on tour, 1 year in college. Like, I guess it's something that you learn over time, is to have that sort of mindset. And you might have times where you might not win a tournament, or you get a bit nervous, and you learn from those experiences. But you've just come in and that's not happened to you. So I think that's fares well for the rest of the year for sure. And just finally, then I think aside from golf, we like to obviously get to know our players on a personal level. So tell us about Shannon off the course as a person. You said you're a bit of an introvert, but then you come out your shell. What do you like to do in your spare time? What are you like as a person, for those that don't know you that like we do after these 4 days? It feels like we've known her forever. But yeah, tell us a bit about yourself, Shannon.
Maybe just like hanging out with close friends. Watching Netflix maybe, or like documentaries.
Favourite show? Have you got a series? Now you're going to be on the road so much, you need a series that you're going to binge.
I don't know, like if I'm on the road, I just listen to music though. Like I don't like, I mean like if I'm traveling, I just like close my eyes and just chill. But
I always see you on the range when you got your earphones on when you.
Yeah.
So what?
I can't not have my AirPods.
What do you
in.
listen to when you're on the range? Yeah.
It's more like you like Jay-Z and like Dr. Dre and.
Well, not personally, but yeah, I can get what's on with, but that kind of stuff.
I just need something
so like,
to like
kind of like hype music.
I need to like be hyped up. I can't listen to slow stuff like it, and it's like the same like 30 songs.
Like a play, you have like a pre-round playlist.
And it's the same songs. It's been the same songs for like the past 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's a routine for sure.
That's fair. It's like my power hour playlist.
Yeah.
If I need to do an hour of work, I will like.
But that's like Taylor Swift.
No, it's not Taylor Swift. God, that's my other playlist. I'm seeing her live, so it's fun. No, my 90s pop playlist is my power.
All the bangers.
Yeah, exactly. All the upbeat, hype. If I need to get to very different genres, but I understand where you're coming from.
That's good,
With it, yeah. Do you like? You said you weren't book smart, but do you read any books? Listen to audiobooks, or is that not? Did Nicole talk about books?
Oh yeah, she asked me if I like. I mean, I had dinner with her just now, and she was like, "Do you read books?" I'm like, "What? No." Like,
She
why
loves
would
books.
I?
She absolutely loves.
Yeah, that would change if you keep hanging around with Nicole.
Yeah, she will get you
Big reader
into
soon.
books, even if it's just audiobooks and listening to them. She'll try and tempt you, I assure you. In terms of food, what's your favourite type of food?
Lots like. I like seafood, lots of Asian food, but not spicy. I can't eat spicy food. But I'm Asian, so that doesn't make sense. But like Italian, like pasta, pizzas, burgers. I love wings as well. I think like everything that's not spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you were, well, this is interesting because Singapore's an island. I was going to say, normally I say like beach holiday or mountain holiday, but I mean Singapore's kind of, you can just
Singapore
go.
ticks all the boxes.
You can just go wherever. But like when you're relaxing, where would you like to relax more, like in what setting?
I think beach, it's like, I don't know, the waves are kind of like therapeutic, kind of. Mm-hmm. I feel like mountains just gives me like a really cold vibe for some reason.
I mean, fair.
What about, have you got like a favourite place that you visited?
Favourite place?
Favourite country you've been to? Apart from Kenya, obviously, that's number one.
Top of the list.
Yes.
Maybe Australia? Like,
Okay, yeah.
because I lived there for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that just for like parents' work or?
I did high school there, so like high school in Singapore is basically bad. Like you start school at 7, finish at 4, and then you got homework, so you got no time for golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, Singapore's really like academic.
I was about to say, that's probably why I left.
But yeah, in Australia it's like I start school at 9, finish at 2, So I like golf before school and after school,
Yeah.
so that I just get more time.
So was that a decision from your parents? You went there, was it so you had more time for golf, or was that just purely for the academic side of it? How come, why did you choose to go to Australia for 3 years?
Probably more time for golf and academic as well. Like
Okay.
I don't like academic in Singapore. It's just like you just have to like study 24/7.
Oh yeah, it's nuts.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where were you in Australia? When
On the Gold Coast, so it's like kind of near Brisbane-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went in the Gold Coast last time. We had our tournament very close to
Was it like Coolangatta?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tweed. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we went. Gold Coast basically was there
Yeah.
last time. So
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Nice.
very very chilled there.
Yeah.
It is,
So
yeah.
you've lived in America, in Australia, in
Yep.
Singapore.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice mix, like you, George.
But then, I mean, yeah. Nice.
Not
So much in
Australia,
common.
but like
Yeah.
the others.
Yeah. One of us has a mental game on the golf course.
Yeah.
And I'm also
Sunburn.
sunburned today, but so I'm not very good at living abroad, basically. But apart from that, yeah, so much in common. So no, it's awesome. I didn't know about the Australia, and obviously you were there last month making your pro debut, right?
Yep. So I played 2 events there and saw my coach.
Okay.
Yep.
So whatever he said to you must have. Did you like work on anything, or was it just like tinkering before the season?
Just like, I mean, we did some stuff on like putting, like just a bit of posture stuff that wasn't really the best.
Yeah.
And same with long game, like my driver, kind of like, so I'm more of a fake bias person.
Yeah.
But I just had to try and like learn how to hit a draw or like control my shot shaping a bit better.
Got you. So then, Kenya, were you shaping a lot, or were you sticking to what you knew?
If I had to like shape something, then
Yeah. We saw a lot because it was so obviously the wind would just pick up at various points in Kenya, didn't it?
I think in the afternoon, like once it hits like 12 p.m,
Yeah.
it get up to like maybe 20 miles an hour.
And then we saw a lot. Your caddy Robin, who obviously has been around on the LET for a while now.
Yeah.
We know him. He's like part of the furniture, one of the many caddies, and a lot of the time we saw you deep in discussion and thinking about what shot to play. So it seemed like it was very strategic. Needed to be strategic around Kenya.
Yep.
And how much of a help was he on the weekend?
He was great. He was like, just hit this club, this distance, hit to this spot.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And you did it.
Yeah.
Dream
I was
team.
gonna say,
Yeah.
how did that come about? Because obviously, he helped you at final Q,
Yep, he carried me at final
Yeah.
stage, yeah.
but not pre-Q.
No.
So, how did that happen that he was on your back for final Q?
Long story. So Amy Taylor, who went to Texas Tech, she was like, "Do you need a caddy for next week?" So that was like just after pre-qualifier. And I was like, yeah, just send me his number, and then we worked out well at final stage. So I was like, yeah, it'll be great if you can just caddy for me the whole season this year. So that's how it worked out.
Nice
Yeah, good
connection.
partnership.
Yeah.
Must be good for him if you just, when you say, Dad tells me to hit the shot and I hit it.
Yeah.
That's alright, isn't it?
I'm sure that doesn't happen now
No.
with everyone.
Yeah.
You mentioned obviously that your coach also coaches Minji and Hannah Green.
Yep.
So like, have you ever seen them or been together coaching at the same time?
I haven't been with them like together with my coach, but I've seen Minji twice. We played in the same event in Korea, so that's where I saw her. But just like a brief hello and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not getting starstruck like with Georgia today.
Unfortunately, I don't know. Georgia's is different. Like, I just kind of like how she approaches like everything. Like, she just looks really calm, and
Yeah.
I guess like we're kind of similar in terms of like emotions. So I guess she's one person I really look up to. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember watching her when she won, obviously, Women's Open? Was that like something you watched on TV? And
Yeah. I mean, I watch a lot of golf, so
yeah, I like that. It's good.
yeah.
Yeah. What's your favourite event?
Favorite? I mean, last week.
Women's Open. That's a good answer.
Good answer.
No, I think there's loads there I didn't even. And then what's your coach's name? Because Richard will kill us if we don't get the name. I'm sure I could look it up if he's Minji Lee's coach, but.
Ryan Lumsden,
Okay.
Yep.
And he's obviously been a big. How long have you been with him?
for about a year and a half, close to 2 years now.
Yeah. Nice. Richard will be happy that I asked that now. So he'll be listening to this. No, that's amazing. Loads of this I didn't even know, Shannon. So that's why we do the podcast, isn't it?
Find out a bit more.
Any more questions for our guest, Nicola, before we let her go? Getting ready now. We've got a big week ahead.
It's getting close to bedtime for all of us.
Yes. Yes.
I'm trying to think of any more quick fire ones. If they're like, you said you watch a lot of Netflix. What was the last film you watched on Netflix? Or documentary?
Young Sheldon.
Oh, it's good that.
That's a good one, yeah. It's like the spin-off from Big Bang Theory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's like your go-to binge series at the minute, is it?
I already finished it though.
You finished it.
But
What was your go-to?
They've got a new season coming out, so I'm just waiting.
That's good. Yeah.
That's
No, with this year ahead, you're gonna need probably a lot of material to watch
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
planes
maybe,
and stuff.
yeah.
So good stuff. Well, Shannon, I think we'll leave it there because, like I say, big week. We're here in Saudi Arabia at the Aramco Saudi Ladies International. $5 million purse as well. So big money up for grabs. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Congrats again. Like, what a special week.
Thank you.
And good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks.
It's a competition clinching shot. Whoa! How about that?
The LET Golf Podcast, the official podcast of the Ladies European Tour.